Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And you are new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you will be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please no derogatory comments. Thank you all for watching. Till I will see you in my next videos.
Truck driver.
There's no conversation with Lady Aries. And then she had
This
to
same thing
drop her.
she comes to tell you, she will say she hear. Let that be hearing. Let her continue to hear, and she will continue to hear. She should go to school and get learning.
How can we go
We are
from
not the one to school
educating
someone
her?
like that.
She came with something from the streets.
You cannot
Yes,
you cannot
you came with something from
someone.
the streets. We educate
Chairman, Ejo, you cannot school someone that refuses to listen. You can't school someone that comes back every day to ask you the same question. You chase them to where they will probably learn with those who can train them. It is not in this conversation. So you should
ask this question 1,000
She's not in this
times.
conversation.
On
She does this all the time.
You say aristocrat. When you said bipolar,
that is what she said.
Do we have another one where we can say wind polar? She winds. When she goes round, she will forget where she started. Then she will take us back to the same place again. I think it's wind polar, not by wind.
There's something
but she's winding everybody up.
Aristocrat, something abuses me. I went to one platform
Christ.
and I said TikTok is contagious or more. Then I'm speaking.
No, still all the time.
What kills me is the fact that she cannot realize that she's gone round again and she's starting from the same place again. And that is when I lost the plot completely.
Yeah.
Exactly. And she has a way of patronizing you. And the fact that she keeps saying, I had it from the streets. I had it somewhere. Why?
The IT guy.
Why?
You didn't notice something. The IT guy, you didn't notice something about this woman. She doesn't remember whatever she's saying.
Yeah, but she can't remember what she said 30 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago.
Says. And she
Not
will
even
come
30
back.
minutes ago.
Yeah.
What is dementia then?
That's wind
remember what
polar. This is someone winding the windmill. She's forgotten where she started from. She's now trying to count backwards, but it will take a lot of process to reverse that to come back to the same place.
You are talking about seniority among the lawyers that wants to appear in court.
She doesn't have a clue. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how I know she was Googling. Guys. Carry on,
please, can you please forgive this person? Please forgive her. Okay, please. Yes. Just forgive her, please. You guys should just please forgive her. Move on. Here's just something.
No, Paparano, the thing is this.
No, Paparano is right. I think we need to leave it there. He's right. Paparano is right. Let's leave it there. Because the thing is, she will be listening. Let's leave it there.
Because most times I speak with people, there are different people. There are some people they are struggling trying to catch up with other people when they come in the public like that. Not everybody has a familiarity, and that's why some people can't come up because they are scared. They have that phobia. So some people, they don't even know when they're overdoing it. So we just have to, as long as we don't let them dominate the conversation, we still try to find a way. Sometimes get them muted, and I mean that's why we have moderators. Get them muted, and still, I mean, give them information. But we cannot just scare them away. That's what I think we shouldn't do. We should scare them away, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Paparano. Clap for yourself. I love that.
They should learn. So I think this is what they should be doing. Anybody coming to this page, this university, should come with their pen and paper. So that whatever question that has been answered today, you won't come back or start repeating yourself or start rigmaroling, always no motion. Always, nobody got time here to be repeating itself or herself over is a mundane issue that you should go and study on your own. So come with your pen and paper. You all learn.
Some will learn the hard way.
I'm sure
we all learn the hard way. That's just the thing. It's not easy.
Mr. Loba will have been schooled and properly before coming with the second interview that Azuflake played. Now he has realized that these people mean well now. They have not come to scatter the justice. So that's why she is welcoming them. That yes, even more. If you want more lawyers, is literally asking for more. That if there are
this
more,
man is not ready. If you go to him, he will tell you go meet Muyiwa. He will still go through Muyiwa. That thing is just speaking, just for publication.
Chairman, see what they did this morning. Is it somebody you want to tell me that is ready? 5 days ago, he did that video, and this other people are coming. This one's saying they are supporting him, coming and dragging people that wants to help. Yesterday, I was so disappointed yesterday when I saw
people
this girl bringing Papadano's picture and Adenike on another platform. It's so disgusting.
He doesn't know again. The man is so confused right now.
So they say I'm dating Adenike.
I don't know what she was using your picture. She was analyzing something about this Ada's foundation and just talking shit.
Oh, I saw that.
Who was that? Using my picture. I'm using my picture. Who?
Nehimoli. I was so
Adenike together. I didn't want to tell you. Let's leave the side.
She wants to merge me and Adenike together, or she's trying to merge them, or she is merging us. I don't understand. Or she wants to merge us.
Don't worry about it. It's just I talk. It doesn't mean anything.
The thing is that they all angry. They are angry that Bankola and Smith had this inquest. Had this inquest pause, and it makes sense. I think. Do they expect inquests to be going on cases upon cases? And the case of Bankola and Smith, which is very important, their presence in the inquest is important. How do you expect? Do you want the coroner inquest to end before they will respond to them in the higher court? If the higher court, if they feel like they want inquest, let them put pressure on the high court now, so the high court will resume the case.
This is my own take.
It's not their fault.
I said it before. This is my own take that I, for one, in my own opinion, I will blame Mr. Shitu, SAN, for what just happened to this inquest. And this is what I mean. You are a senior legal luminary. Okay? You understand the workings of the law. You understand you understand everything. Because think of all if you understand it. And you are aware that another interested party has gone to a higher court. And as a legal luminary that you are, you should understand the implication of that guy proceeding with that court matter. You should understand that if this guy continues going to the higher court because of this involvement in this case, you should be able to preempt what the outcome will be and be able to advise your client. Baba Mohbad, Mr. Loba, Komo, these parties that have gone to high court, this is the likelihood of the event that might happen. These are the things that might likely occur. If they get an injunction from the high court, they will stop this thing. As a legal luminary, you are not only representing your client, you are also advising your client to say, Mr. Lagbaja, let's call these people. Let's have a meeting with them. Let's see how they can stop that process. Do you understand? That's what I expect, that you should have looked through your mirrors and see your sideways and see, you are driving, you look through your mirrors to see the potential dangers on your road. That is where the mirrors are there for. If you are just driving without looking at those mirrors, you are likely to hit an oncoming bicycle behind you, or someone that wants an animal that wants to cross behind you. So I expect Barrister Shitu SAN to have quickly liaised with SAN, Bankole and Smith and say, guys, I think we are fighting for the same thing. Okay, let's see how we can talk to this magistrate for you to continue without you going to the High Court and let this process continue. But I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Barrister Shitu did that. He didn't look over his shoulders to see what are the potential dangers. So that is why, in my own, I would say maybe Mr. Shitu did not do well in that area. He should have looked over his shoulders and quickly say, hey, guys, hey, don't go that route, please. Don't go that route. Because whatever result you bring from that court is going to affect us here. And this is what has happened. They allowed that man to go. They allowed the process to go. And now we are crying foul. You can't.
Chairman, I differ. Why what you said is right, but I differ a little. Number one, don't forget that Barrister Shitu Alao is an activist himself. He's a man that thrives in the order of law. And if he is, and if that is what I believe he is, since I've known him for close to half a decade now that I've known him, then I would say that as a professional, he believes that is the right thing to do. But for his clients who don't always seek the interpretation or proper briefing from their lawyers for them to know what they will say in the public, because we've not seen Barrister Shitu coming out to talk on matters except whenever he grants interview outside the court, and that is professional. But it is his clients and their Egbe Afenifere and their town criers who goes out to cry even to things they don't know about. So we don't blame the lawyers. The reason why lawyers are paid is for you to get clarification. And the man knows that the magistrates have heard according to the act that sets up Corona Inquest. And you will also remember that there are times Barrister Shitu tried to intervene in the court, but the magistrate will shut others down and say that is what she has said. And the day those people were asked to leave, they told her that we hope you know what you are doing, because we will take it to the highest level. And she said yes, and they left. She first told them that they should have come to her office. They said no, we have written our application months before. You have seen it. These people listed the number of people they want to come for the inquest. And she said they will need the addresses, and they said they will oblige, and they sent those addresses to them. And because they saw some names, I won't say a name, because they saw some names, from that day she became hostile. She became hostile because she's acting for her paying masters, and that is the truth of the matter. When you go to the court, everybody at the bench, everybody knows what goes on, but you don't talk because you respect the hierarchy. But that doesn't mean that they are stupid. And Barrister Shitu Alao knows when those people said they are going to appeal, and before they left that day, they exchanged with him over 30 questions they prepared for the pathologist. I'm telling you because this is a fact that I know about. I am more interested in how things work. And they shared with him. It shows they are in cordial relations. But when the town criers goes about to be singing what they don't know, they leave them because kò sí ibi tí ọlọ́gbọ́n asínwín àti wèrè ti lè pàdé. Ẹni tó bá jẹ́ ọlọ́gbọ́n ó máa lọ jókòó ni, á máa wo asínwín àti wèrè kó máa ṣe kó tó ń ṣe, because ìran asínwín ló máa ń sunkún ló dẹ̀ máa ń pariwo. So you allow the people that knows things to keep quiet and be looking. And I'm very sure all lawyers in that inquest know the procedure, and they know that the magistrates have heard by saying they do not have local standing. That itself is an heresy in law, that you know the act. And where she also made an heresy is this: a superior court sent you an order. Your whoever received it on your behalf received it on Friday before she closed, and that person can get to her anytime. And she was in her chambers. She came to that court section. What time did it start? By 7 a.m. No, it started close to 12 or 11ish, which means she had gotten a number of corresponding. But she came and sat on that bench, and when Barrister Shitu asked her, we got a notice that we might not hold this thing, she said she has not gotten it. She now pretended that she just got the message. That itself is a sacrilege, my brother. She's a judge, and a judge that is not faithful is not fit to be on that bloody seat. We cannot be allowing rubbish to continue. No matter where we find ourselves, we are leaders in our sphere. But wherever you find yourself, ensure, just like Paul said in the book of his epistle, he said, I walk towards perfection, towards Christ that strengthens me. Everybody has but when you occupy some seat, you must be seen to be just to everybody. Then if a judge can then give such a comment that, oh, don't worry, I've not gotten such a message, what do you classify that to? Is that honesty, integrity, or a lie? She now pretended that she got a message, what has been received since Friday. And people just come and talk me. And in law, that is something that is always sacrosanct in law. When an error is made at a level, once nobody raises it up, and at the end of the day, the result of that thing comes out to be very good, they will use it as a precedent.
As a precedent,
whatever error that you've made in it, it becomes a precedent. Is that what we want? When someone then says that thing and challenge it, they should clap for that person rather than castigating that person. That is what developed nation does. That is what a developed nation will do. And you find these people, all these town criers, and all these people shouting through their asses and making noise like people that should be in the psychiatric home all the time, casting aspersion on people, and they claim they are living in those developed nations. They live in developed nations, but their minds and their attitude is as crude as the people of the medieval era. And this is what we have. This is what we continue to have. And if nobody stands for the truth, who will say the truth? I will never blame Barrister Shitu. He knows what it is. But those people, is like a lecturer in the class. If your student don't ask the right question, how do you know the question they want to ask? Until they ask you the question, you can correct them. If they feel they know more than you, no problem. When they do the exam, or when they are practicing that thing and they are messing up, they will pay for the consequence.
And they will all pay in a hard way.
Learn in a hard way.
I believe this is a learning process. So the more legal issues you involve yourself with, the more knowledge you gain, on daily basis, and you can use that to benefit your life, individual lives, benefit your, stuff like that. So it is what it is. We're all learning, and we'll move on from there. African TV, how are you, sir?
My honorable chairman, if I may, I'll say something.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, all the panelists and everybody. IT guy just left. I was coming up before aristocrats chance me, when you people are allowing that numbnuts to be harassing and patronizing Papariano. But thank God IT guy woke up at the last minute, because I was going to come and slap everybody's ceiling. Why are you allowing these numbnuts to be up here? But thank God she's gone. But I want to buttress what our aristocrats have said and what chairman have said. But the truth is that the onions lies with Joseph Paloba, and in lieu, should I say, of who he gave his power of attorney to.
Power of Anthony.
Because, I wish Comrade is still up. Comrade can testify to this. I personally call Joseph Aloba, and I tried to explain, and I did explain everything. And I said that he should call Bankole and Smith. Most importantly, because they are Yoruba, they are our elders. And you should respect them. That this thing will not go the way you want. He won't pick my call. And I later left a voice note, which he listened to. And, I complained to where, I needed to complain to. But let's get it together. A Shitu can only advise. Shitu cannot come outside. Aristocrats knows this. And tell us what he advised his clients. Lie, it will be this bad. He can never. And I believe, because of the action of Shitu, when he joined the Corona inquest, he even stopped the magistrate to acknowledge the Bankole and Smith, because they are senior lawyers to everybody sitting down. That is an acknowledgement of authority as prescribed by Nigerian Bar Association. It is bad advice that Joseph Aloba is listening to, and even up till today, because I can bet you, apart from me, that other people will come and give him advice. But he only takes advice from people who want wahala. People who are not. Can you see most of his camps? His camps. They are either Omalata, Ron's girl, riffraff, students who cannot pay their bills and stuff. You can hardly, see. I can't. I open my finger as I'm speaking. I can't count 3 of reasonable person. And look at, I wanted to count Bayo Billion, but I can't, because I've not been listening, hearing him speak anymore. And that is the factor. What is Muyiwa that has the power of attorney? What is his qualification in intelligence? Somebody that I told, that I converse with through Joseph Aloba and what's his name, Gurexi, that you needed to stop this lady from ejecting from Nigeria. Now you need to inform all the embassies. And I keep telling for about 2 weeks. Then I came to Nigeria. Then I asked my lawyer, and he said it's the right thing. And I prepared and I sent it to him. And I told them, and they will still refuse. Thank God, Bayo is there. And they still refuse to listen. They won't even. I was telling Joseph, I said, give your lawyer a copy of the what me and my lawyer prepared. Say yes or no, so that we can publish it. I was just being sideways beating, they were just playing me like Maradona, Gurexi and Joseph Aloba. I finally told my lawyer to send them on my own. It was after I now sent them, it was now published about a month or so after. Gurexi now came along with Muyiwa and started saying they want to know how I did that. I now told them, I said to myself, are these people morons? I have done something and you want to ask me how you did it. What good is it? It was later that I now know that, okay, they want to use it to make an account. Aristocrat is in the law accounting, you can say that something that Sakuma did for 100,000 naira, you did it for 2 million naira. That is what I later calculated. And, before that, I told them that, you are too late. When I was shouting, when I was sending mails, what's up to Joseph Aloba and Gurexi, they were ignoring, finally Joseph Aloba picked the phone and he started playing games. My lawyer, all your lawyer has to do is just received a copy and can use it that so a well-wisher, has filed a petition to all the embassies so that they will not issue her visa to get out of the country. And your lawyer doesn't want to accept it. Then that was when I knew I'm dealing with numbnuts. And when I say all the three names that I mentioned, because it's not going to affect you in any way, shape, or form. Just receive it. What my lawyer dispatcher will need that to prove that somebody received it. It wasn't meant. It cannot be used against you in court of law. He finally said a lawyer. I know he was talking about that child and bail girl. That a lawyer will call me. They will receive it. If they call me, it will be tomorrow. So that is where I'm coming from what the chairman and aristocrat said about Shitu. Don't tell me when I make that proposition to Joseph Aloba and what's his name? Gurexi, that they didn't involve somebody who is intelligent. They did, but they won't listen to them. And that is where I come about the Sanshitu issue. Sanshitu can never call and say, Shebi, I told you. It will be against his profession to narrate the advice he gave to his clients. And I'm sure everybody will agree with this. So we are dealing with numbnuts here, and it's very, very tough. I don't believe that what Papariano played not long ago, or the radio TV interview that Joseph Aloba did. I don't believe Joseph Aloba will now go and be saying that. After Muyiwa came about and said that he was happy, Bankole and Smith was disqualified from the inquest. Inquest that you cannot disqualify any. Even almost a dog on the street can come to inquest and back at what's her name to prove that she killed her husband. And the magistrate has nothing to do but noted and asked the security to walk out the dog because he's an animal. That is all. No, the law says it clearly. I don't know how many times Papariano has read it here. Anybody? Moses proved it. He asked a question.
Section 36, Lagos Corona Law, simple.
Thank you, sir. Moses proved it by standing up, asking questions. So why will a numbnut now be coming or going to radio and say some people? Who are some people? Other universe is not some people.
No. Let me quickly chip in something there. There's one thing that people are saying here. When I spoke with Grex and York this morning, they were saying something that was not found there. I don't know where they got it. They were saying that nobody stopped the Bankole and Smith from coming. They were expecting those Bankole and Smith to be coming to the inquest to be just like observers. Observers do not. Observers only speak after the cross-examination, everything has been done. So they will not put their name in the CTC. They will only be observers. So they wanted to be part of the case. They want to be an interested party with standing who can examine and cross-examine any witness and even even recommend witness for the coroner to bring. They didn't just want to be observers sitting down there. So they wanted to be part of it, and that's what they were denied of.
African TV, all rights reserved. Papariano, that is why I call them numbnuts. Why would they expect a son to come and observe? Observe what? Stupidity. Observe not asking the right questions. That is why we call them numbnuts. You see, these people, I'm so fed up and tired of them that, from what I know, from what I have learned, I don't believe Joseph Aloba is looking for justice. He's just looking for money and fame. Period. It doesn't. Joseph Aloba cannot recognize justice if he sees it. If aristocrat bring justice from the security room in front of Aloba, Aloba cannot recognize it. Because everything, all the things that he has been doing, all the advice he's been listening to, is against justice for Joseph Imole Ayo Oladimeji Aloba. He is degrading, is disgrace to the memory of that child who is still in the morgue. Joseph Aloba, get it to your head. You have buried your son. It is the public that asked government to bring the body out. That he was wrongfully ostracized from this planet. And they want inquiry. Get it to your head. I can count your fans with my fingers. Get it to your head that you are not in control of anything that has to do with the inquest. Get it to your followers' head, your numb-nut followers. I think by this time I should pay African TV for this numb-nuts. Get it to your head that you are not in control. Get it to your head. They are all numb-nuts. They are all saying rubbish. That is it. Papariano said it today. He spoke to Gurexi and
my brother. I will send you my copyright bill. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, my brother.
Carry on. You're in order. Carry on.
Papariano Yoruba not fún yín. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ Yorùbá.
Please.
Àwọn wèrè gbígbẹ. Àwọn wèrè tó.
Papariano said it today. He mentioned two names. And they said that they were expecting Bankole and Smith to come and hold brief. For who? Where does it say in the corona inquest that you can come and hold brief but not ask questions? It says even the public. And Moses authorized it. Moses processed it. Moses acted it. Were they able to stop Moses? Or at the next inquest and say that Moses is anti-justice? Why did they ask that they should show Mohbad dead? Why can't these people, not people, why can't these numb-nuts, since I have the copyright right now, why can't the numb-nuts, why can't they get into their brain that this inquest is not, this justice for Mohbad is not in their control? If these numb-nuts, if they have the power, they will go to TikTok and say, TikTok, don't allow anybody to talk about justice for Mohbad unless they come to Muyiwa, who is probably a cab driver in US, unless he gives power of attorney. I know if they have that right, but they are not even that intelligent. But in their stupidity, they may think they have that right. So back to Joseph Aloba and his numb-nuts. Get it to your head. Get it to your head, please. It is high time. Before I start saying it, I've come to you, ni baba ni koro, that you are a leader of this justice for Mohbad. We gave you that leadership, even after we shouted and government exhumed the body. We thought it is the reasonable idea to allow the father. We know the mother is already numb-nut Alamala. Let's allow the father, even though he's not 100% there, to be our leader. And you abdicate that right. You abdicated that right to do what? To look at the side shows, the goodies, the bad things that you think are good of the justice for Mohbad. You forgot that we made you a leader to find justice for your son. You know what you are doing. I don't have to mention it here. You know them. That they are not
Sakuma, let me engage a little bit so that we can be able to see some insight and create a way forward for this case. You know, Mohbad is in a very tight corner. But I know what killed Mohbad. Okay, that's where me I have issue with Mohbad father is that he is not seek the perfect way to deal with, to address the public interest in this case. It is all about what he wants. What caused fight between Baba Mohbad and Wunmi in that family is Mohbad's property. That was what they were all more concerned about. They know what killed Mohbad. That's why you're bringing lawyer to this case or bringing private investigator is of no relevance, okay? And him, Baba Mohbad, I must say this, Baba loved all his children so much. He loved Adura, he loved Mohbad, he loved Blessing. He loved them so much. He loves his family. Okay, it's not a man who betrays family and all those stuff. So now, but now the family, people like Wunmi are denying him the one thing that is requesting for, which is Mohbad property, to be in charge, to be able to apportion it however he wishes. That is the most important thing for him. So now, if you were the one in his position, he doesn't care about what came about, okay? Because one, is going to destabilize his family, it's going to mess up his family, all right? So if you were the one in his position, knowing fully that you going after justice like the public want, it's going to mess up your family. Members of your family are going to go to jail. Not public are going to go to jail. Papa will not go to jail. It's those that came Mohbad that are from that house. They are the ones that will go to jail. So you knowing fully this way, okay? Do you think that you will still say that you want that justice to mess up your family?
I understand what you're saying.
Yes, because it's tough for him too.
Yeah, I disagree. And the reason why I disagree, I wish I can elaborate more. But I will send everybody back to what IT guy said some days ago about Joseph Aloba. I will let it be the dictionary. If you don't know it, you can DM. I know Papariano knows it, but you can DM IT guy, and he can send you, because he was on somebody's show. I forget, because I don't want to get too much into that, but because I'm so pissed now, I may say things that I'm not supposed to say, because you know, I've been so.
I don't know how much information you have, but me, I'm very aware as well. I have those informations that Joseph Aloba have. It wasn't them about that. The information he has, I have it. So I'm not bothered about that. I know that he knows what came about. All of them know.
So you are absolutely right.
And Mohbad died in the house. I'm aware that is aware. Blessings are aware. All of them are aware.
Yes. And
exactly.
You're absolutely right. But in expatiating, that was why I said that everybody should listen, or if he's listening, he can come back up and explain to everybody. Because if I should, everything you said is absolutely right. It's all about the money. They all know what killed Mohbad.
Mohbad property, they are denying. And that's why I'm saying that if it was me, that's why when Karimo said we should go and beg Mohbad, and I also see where Karimo is coming from, and that's why he said so when I look into the case and with the information available, I now understand why Karimo insists and that they said that we should go and beg Mohbad. And to again, if you listen to what Iyabojo said, said that let's assume there was camera in that house. The camera is outside in the gate or whatever, but camera is not in the room where Mohbad died. Mohbad died in the room, and which is true. With the information Mohbad died in the room,
which was locked. Even
yes, and when they are talking about Mohbad dying in the room, it has nothing to do with the nurse. It's a whole different thing that happened in that house. And those who are privileged to the information, they know what happened. Okay, Mohbad died in that house, and Prime Boy is not innocent. And why Prime Boy is not innocent, and why Wunmi?
I agree.
Yeah, why Wunmi keep coming after Prime Boy? If you know the reason why Wunmi is coming after Prime Boy, you will never blame Wunmi. Nobody will ever say that one fair you see Prime Boy Lori. The main reason why Mohbad told Prime Boy to come down from that car, everything to Shelley. That's where everything started from. Mohbad had to make Prime Boy come down from that car. Nonsense. They come outside spending formulated that lies that he was saying that Wumi was telling Mohbad that I will finish your career like in the flush. The money I borrowed your mother. All that thing is forged. Spending is protecting Prime Boy. And I don't know why he's doing so. You run you. The main thing, see Wumi feel so from Prime Boy. Mohbad so Prime Boy ball they want. See so from public. Prime Boy they Mohbad, and that is what is holding Prime Boy to back. Because they are holding him that is the cost of everything, that everything wouldn't have happened, that he is the cost of everything. So he too must go down. It is a short thing for all of them, the Wumi group, believing that Prime Boy must go down, no matter what. So, I thank that Prime Boy too.
Yeah, I thank you, and I concur with you.
Want me to tell you?
Yeah, man, you were saying?
Papa, you want me to tell you?
You say?
You want me to tell you what happened?
If you can say it now, but everybody, why people are not talking about, not that they don't know it, but people don't want to betray. If there's a way you will say it, the people that are giving information will know that you are betraying them. I mean, you will not let the information come out because information is still coming out. So you will not just say it out as a set to you. You have to be strategic about it.
That is the truth, Chairman.
Yes, you have to be strategic about it so that we keep coming out. Otherwise, people who are receiving from them, they will think, anyway, I don't want to overflog it.
But I came up to concur with Chairman and aristocrats about what Sam Shitu could have done or couldn't have done. Sam Shitu is Joseph Aloba lawyer. Joseph Aloba lawyer take advice from a lot of people, but it is so damn frustrating that most of the time he picks the advice of the numbnuts. That was why I came up. Papariano, thank you for allowing me. You know, there are some things that you cannot say outside, and thank God you said it yourself.
No. If we begin to bring it out, that's how Mohbad will get justice. We begin to expose it as the
No, I agree with you
anymore.